Did you try to solve this problem? What are the different prime implicants? What are the essential prime implicants? Are you able to solve this problem? Anyone tried? Tell me. Sanjay Reddy, you tell me.
Yesterday, even before I wrote the question, you skipped the slide, ma'am.
Okay.
Like I just
Now
grouped
you
it.
just okay. You have 5 minutes. You all have 5 minutes to try to solve this problem.
Okay, ma'am.
Then we will. Okay, everyone. I will ask anyone. And when I ask you to answer me, you have to turn on your camera too. Okay. What are different possibilities of grouping different adjacent ones? And we have to minimize in SOP form sum of product. Sanchit, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Wait, ma'am. Doing, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. A dash D plus BCD plus B dash D dash. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
in this question, when I circle, like I grouped 4 ones, ma'am,
Hmm.
but then all those 4 ones are circled with
Yes.
like, grouped with some other thing also.
Some other ones. Prime implicants.
Yeah, so like they are those other groups are smaller ones, like 2.
Yeah. Okay.
So
But
like
we
which one should
we
I
can't leave. Yeah, but we cannot leave. The rule is we have to encircle as much as one we can do. Okay, but
yeah,
we cannot leave any of the midterm. This is not the idea. We have to
yeah,
encircle whether it is two or one. It's That's not the issue. But we try by visualization that we have to encircle as many number of ones we can circle in a group. Okay,
yeah,
so if there is a possibility that only two adjacent ones can be grouped, so we have to do that.
yeah. Yeah. If a
Obviously, that
group gets completely overlapped, we can eliminate it, right?
yes. If completely overlapped, if then we don't need to use, because that is the part of prime implicant. That is not the
Yeah.
essential prime implicant. Essential prime implicant are the prime implicants, which does not which is having at least one which does not belong to any other. It means it's all the ones are not encircled in any of the prime implicant. We
Yeah.
have to encircle each and every once. We have to consider that thing, because that particular min term will make the Boolean expression true. So we have to we cannot leave any of the one. But if we are utilizing the don't care condition, that is not the issue, because those condition will not occur at any time. So we can leave don't care, and we can if we if in encircling in grouping we require extra number of ones, then we will use those things only. But we cannot leave ones or zeros while minimizing in terms of SOP or POS.
Yeah.
In POS we cannot leave zero. In SOP we cannot leave ones. Okay.
Ma'am, one of my 4 group is
Okay.
being completely overlapped by 2 groups. So like, should I skip the 4 group?
Yes, you can skip.
Okay.
But the one more thing is that okay, we'll see. Everyone done?
I'm getting a different answer from what is.
Okay, you can get different answers. Not That's not the issue. There are different possibilities, but we have to find out. It is up to you. It is by your intuition. That's why we are saying Boolean expression, minimization of the Boolean expression by the use of theorem and by the use of K-map. These are completely depends on your intuition, your ability to recognize the different circle, and your ability to remember the different theorems. Okay, it completely depends on different persons. But why we say as compared to these two minimization method, tabulation method is very efficient, because that entirely depends on certain rules, not on your person's ability. Okay, so that is the thing. So each and every person will encircle different groups. That's not the issue. Okay, so we'll see what are the possibilities. What are the possibilities now? This one, I said that we can rotate. Okay, so that will form the adjacent groups. Why we can rotate? Because we say that while grouping adjacent ones, only one there should be only one variable change. Okay, so that we can take the common things which is not changing. So if we see 0 0 and 1 0, so this will form the adjacent ones group. Okay, 1 0, this is 1 0 and 0 0. This will form one of the group, because only one variable is changing. So we can fold like this, here, 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 here. So we have different possibilities are, this is one, this one, this one, this one. So how many number of ones are here in the corner of this 4 variable K-map? 4 number of variables. It comes in the rule that 2 to the power and 2 to the power of some terms, the number of 1 should be in the power of 2 to the power. Okay, so we can use this thing. This is one possibility. Another possibility is this one. Okay, one more possibility is this one. So someone will see that we can also encircle this one, we can also encircle this one, we can encircle this one, we can encircle this one. This is also the possibility, but these are the possibilities of prime implicants. We have to find out the essential prime implicants. So what is the what could be the minimization? See. See, this is one of the group. Okay, y1. This is one of the group in which these 1 and 1 are not the part of any of the prime implicant. This is first prime implicant. This is another prime implicant. This is another prime implicant. Here we can say this is also the prime implicant. Okay, so there are four number of prime implicants. Among those four prime implicants, how many number of essential prime implicants? This is not which are having at least one. It does not belong to any other prime implicant. So here we have this green one, which is having overlap four ones, which is not part. We have already covered the other groups, like other maximum number of ones. Here now. Here. Okay. So this is A dash D plus C D plus B dash D. So we can simple plus things. It will form D dash and D dash. Okay. This is D dash and for this is D dash. Okay. For this one, it will form A dash D, and for this one, it will form C D. So this is the minimized expression. Next, we will see the tabulation method. We consider the Doppler condition. So quite roughly a method or the tabulation method. It is also the because we have limitation in the K-map method. Here we also have that limitation that we have to use instructions in the map and in the demonstration theorem mention of the using different theorems. These are required for skill, human skills. So this is the limitation, and also in the if we align the K-map method, because by only seeing the different fields, we can encircle, we can group. So for the number of variables are very less, it is very easy. But if the number of, because we have to, there are different combinations for the grouping of different ones. So among those different combinations of ones, we have to find out the minimized form. So that is very it is also the complex task if the number of variables are larger, and even though K-map method is very suitable for the up to 6 variables. So if the number of variables are more than 6, so it will be very complex. Then another method is tabulation method. Why it is called as a tabulation method? Because table is we use this method in the tabular form, so that's why we call this as a tabulation method. So first, to understand this thing, we take one example. Here we will take this example without the don't care condition. Then after this example, we will consider the don't care condition, how we can utilize the don't care condition in the tabulation method. Okay, so there are certain rules to minimize the min terms, minimize this Boolean expression using the tabulation method. So those rules are first, whatever expression is given there is given to you, in represent that expression in terms of the min terms. This is the first rule. You have to represent whatever function. Here the function is having 4 number of variables A, B, C, D, and here already given that the function is given in terms of the variables. Okay, so in terms of the min terms. So if it is not given in terms of the min term, find out the number of min terms, how many number of for how many number of min terms this expression will be true. Okay, so we have to find out this thing. This is the first thing. Then we have to group according to the number of ones in the min terms. Okay, according to the number of ones. Why? So it will be we have to arrange accordingly. So here in this particular example, this expression is consists of min terms 0, 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, and 11 and 15. Okay, so we will group. We'll see the levels of the variables for which these min terms, for which combination of the variables these min terms are there. Okay, so we'll find out in terms of the variables for their which combination of the variables represent this min terms. So here 0, we will start from the 0. This is min term, name of the min term is 0, and the combination of the variable are 0, 0, 0, 0. So we will arrange in terms of arrange or group in terms of the number of ones. So here if we see we start from the 0, this will only 0 in group 0, only one min term is there. Okay, let's next we will see 1. So it will indicated by 0, 0, 0, 1. Well, one. How many number of ones are here? One number, only one. We'll see next min term. The next min term is 3. It is indicated by 0, 0, 1, 1. How many number of variables? How many number of ones are involved in min term 3? Is 0, 0 is 2. So it will not come in the group 1. So we will identify those min terms which come under that particular group 0, group 1, group 2, group 4. Only here 4 groups can be formed, because here we are using variables. Okay, so we'll see in group 1 and 8 are there. Okay, so 8 is represented by 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, here next group 2, it consists of 3 and 9, which is represented by 0, 0, 1, 1 and 1, 0, 0, 1. Next is group 3, which consists of min terms 7 and 11, because it is combination of 0, 1, 1, 1 and 11 is 1, 0, 1, 1. So three number of here 3 ones are here and also in the group 4 we have 15, and which is the combination of 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so the first step is we have to group them up to the number of ones in that particular min term. So we have to first find out which min term consists of how many number of ones. Okay, clear?
Ma'am,
Yes.
in that group, that one group, we can put 0, 0, 1, 0, right?
Where?
In the group 1.
Group 1. What? Here.
0, 0, 1, 0. We just have to have one, right? In that.
Yes. Why 0, 0, 1, 0? Why?
Because we have one.
Yes.
One.
Yes. Yes. But 8, 4, 2, 1. 1 is indicated by. Clear? We are using binary representation here. In KMath we use gray code representation. Here we are using binary representation. I think it's clear now.
No, Max, I don't get it. Like that group 1 is there.
Yes.
And that this 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 0, 0, 0 is that 1 and 8 are.
Yes. The group indicates number of ones involved in representing that min terms in terms of the variables. Okay, so group indicates number of ones in that particular min terms. Group 0 means 0 number of ones are there.
Yeah.
Group 1 means 1 number of ones are there. 2 means 2 number of ones. 3 means 3 and 4 means 4. Okay, so we'll see the min terms, and we will see the binary representation of those min terms. Okay.
Yeah. So why can't I put 0 0 1 0 in group 1? Group with number of ones as 1.
We can take 0 0 1 0, but we don't. But this 0 0 1 0 is in represent which min terms? Tell me. Which min term is indicated 0 1 0?
2.
Yes. Now see the example. Where is 2 here?
Oh, it's not there.
It's not there. So why it's not there? Because that does not make this expression true for this value of this min term, for that 2 min term. The representation here now Boolean we have. Okay, we don't use the binary from 0 to 15. We don't consider. We take a Boolean expression represent certain number of min terms. Okay, that is just the logic.
Yeah. Okay.
Clear now?
Yes.
But what we are not minimizing the whole 0 to 16 numbers. It's 0 to 15 number actually. We are doing the minimization of any type of Boolean expression with so many number of variable. We are trying to minimize those things, because if we represent in terms of those min terms, so what will happen if you try to implement the circuitry? The circuitry will be very bulky, which is not good for our electronic industry actually. So we do what we do. We try to minimize the number of literals in that Boolean expression. Okay, that expression or that function is represented by these min terms. We have to find out the minimized form of this function for the further implementation and the fabrication. Okay, that's why I thought you were representing 1 as a 0 0 1.
Yes, got.
Yeah, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone clear now? Okay, so we have all represented. We have grouped these min terms in terms of the number of ones. Okay, it is clear now. This is the first step. First step, find out the min terms which represent this function, then group them according to the number of ones. Next step is you have to compare group number n with group number n plus 1. You have to compare group n with group n plus 1. Clear now? We have to compare group n with group n plus 1. Then if any of the variable is not matching, we have to find out the variable. We have to find out the min terms while comparing in those in different groups, for which the only one variable is changing. Okay, we have to find out. This is the principle. See, we have to compare nth group with n plus 1 group. Okay, and we'll check the min terms in that group which is having only one variable is changing. If more than one variable is changing, we will not take that those things as a checked. Okay, so we'll see first. This is the group 0. So suppose this is n group. For this n group, which group is the n plus 1 group? 1. Okay, if group 1 is nth group, for this group 1, which group is the n plus 1 group? Tell me.
Group 2.
Group 2. Okay, if group 1 is n, so for this group 1 and group 2 is n plus 1. If it is group 2 is n, or this group 2, if it is n, then for this group 3 is n plus 1 and so on. Okay, this is n, this is n plus 1. So when that particular while comparing the n and n plus 1 group, we will check off those min terms which in while comparing which are having only one variables changed. Okay, so only we will take those particular number of variables which are differing by only one variables. Okay, how we will see how we can do this. So suppose first group 0. Okay, so we will compare group 0 with this group 1. We'll compare this with 1. Okay, in group 0 only one min term is there. Okay, and but in group 1 there are two min terms. So we will check both. We will check both the min terms and then compare if there is a difference in one variable. So we'll see here. We'll check 1. This is same. The difference is here. Okay, so when whatever variable is changing, we put there dash. Whatever variable is changing there, at that change variable position, we will put dash there and we will check off those min terms. This is checked because it has been compared by the rule that only one variable change is there between 0 and 1 while doing comparing group 0 and 1. So we can put the tick mark here. Okay, so then again this is the first table. We will form next table which again contains group and 0, which is having min terms 0 and 1 in bracket, and variables will be same ABCD with 0, 0, 0 and dash. Okay, whatever variable is changing, but the rule is that not more than one variable changes here accepted. So only 0, 0, 0, 0 are same min terms 0 and 1 in group 0 and group 1 respectively. So the D is dash. We will put dash here. Okay, and we will put a tick mark here. This has been checked. Next 0, we will compare 0 with 8. Now we will see what any change in the variable. See, 0, 1 is changing. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So here 0, 1 means here we will put a dash 0, 0 and 0. This is the first group. Okay, this is group 0. Next, we'll put a tick mark here. We have checked group n with n plus 1 group, which is 0 and 1. Okay. Next is we'll check. We will compare group 1 with group 2. Okay. What happens here? We'll see. There are two min terms in group 1 and group 2. So we'll check 1. We'll compare 1 with 3. So we will see 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 1. Okay. This has been checked. This has been checked. So can we put tick mark here? What will be the variables here? Tell me. 0, 0, dash 1. What we are doing? We are comparing, and we'll check if there is a difference of only one variable change. Then we will put a dash at that variable position, and then we'll put a tick mark for that particular min term. Again, we have 1. We will check 1 and 9. So we'll see 1 and 9. 0, 1. Okay, it's changing. 0, 0 is not changing. 0, 0 is not changing, and 1, 1 is not changing. So what will be the here? Dash 0, 0 and 1. Clear now? Next, in the same group we have 8. We will check. We'll compare with 3 and 9. For that particular whatever has been checked for that particular thing, we will put in the bracket 1. This is 1, 8 actually. This is 1, 1, 3 and 1, 9. Okay. So we'll here in the first table we write min terms. In the second table, in this min terms column, we will write the compared min terms. Okay. So in the, we'll see here. Okay. So this is the second table in which we have compared each and every group, and we have put the dash at the position where the variable change is only one variable is changing. Okay, this is the second table.
Ma'am.
We will
Ma'am?
yes.
Why didn't we compare 8 and 3?
Because we are not comparing 8 and 3. We are comparing 8 and 3. We will compare.
Oh, but
In,
more than one. Okay.
Yes, it will compare. Each and every group, members of the group will be compared.
Yeah.
Okay, and we will put the check mark. Don't forget to put the check mark, because whatever is not being checked, that will form the, okay. What is the principle here? We try to find out first in the this tabulation method. We first find out the prime implicants, and then among those prime implicants, we find out the essential prime implicant. This is the actually we will find out, we will make after comparing, after making different this tables, we will make one prime implicant table. From that prime implicant table, we will find out the essential prime implicant, because essential prime implicant is the minimum, will form the minimized expression, okay, which is our ultimate goal. So we will keep comparing these these groups till the time nothing is there to be compared, okay. Why we are putting here check this check sign here? Because if whatever has been checked, that will not form the that will not form the prime implicant. But if any of the minterms in any of the table, whether it is the first table or second or third or fourth, whatever number of time you are checking, whatever number of time the checking comparing is possible. So in different tables, whatever group members of that group is not has not been checked, that unchecked minterms or that unchecked member of that particular group will form the prime implicant, okay. Why we are putting here this sign? Because if you don't put this sign, it means that indicates that that particular minterm is has not been checked, so that will form the prime implicant. So we will use that unchecked member of that particular group as the prime implicant. So don't check off those compared minterms which differs by only one variables. Clear now? I think it's clear now.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll do until all the group we'll do the last group, okay. So we'll check all the succeeding groups with in terms of comparing in terms of the n and n plus 1 groups, okay. So we'll check we'll compare group member of group 3 7 with 15, then 11 with 15, 3 with 7, 3 with 15, 9 with 7 and 9 with 15, 8 with 3 and 8 with 9. Each and everything we need to compare. So this is the yes,
3 with 15 we have to do what?
3 with 15 is not possible, because 3 belongs to the group 2 and
Yeah.
15 belongs to the group 4. So for group 2, if the group 2 is nth group, for this group 2 n plus 1th group will be 3, group 3.
Yeah, so we are not comparing 3 and 15, right?
No. The principle is this is the first line. Compare nth group with n plus 1th group.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is it means adjacent groups,
Yes, ma'am.
okay,
Got it.
in the forward direction. Clear? We will
Yes.
compare group 0 with 1, then 1 with 2, then 2 with 3, then 3 with 4. This is the rule. Then see which while comparing which variable is differing by only which min terms are differing by only one variable. So put dash at that variable position, then check off if nothing has been if there is a particular min term which has not been checked, put there star mark. So we have here each and every member has been checked, so we don't need to. But if any of the min term has not been checked with any group, so we will put there star mark, okay. So that star marked min terms will form the prime implicant in the prime implicant table to find out the out the essential prime implicators. Okay, so this is the finalized. This is the second table, which while comparing this first table here, we'll see what is the possibility of comparing comparing n group with n plus 1 group. So we'll check here, is there any possibility, and then if there is a possibility of checking with the rule that only one variable change is possible. Okay, we will compare only with the one variable change in that particular member of the group. Okay, so we'll see group 0 here. In group 0 contains two members, 0 1, because 0 1 indicates these two are has been compared. 0 8 indicates 0 and 8 has been compared. Okay, so we'll see, we'll compare 0 1 with 1 3. Is it possible to compare 0 0 0 0 0 dash dash 1? Is it possible? No. Two variable change is here, C and D. Okay, it's not possible. Okay, this is not the case. We'll see 0 1 with 1 9. We'll check. Zero 1 with 1 9. Okay, there is 0 dash 0 0 0 0 dash 1. Is it possible? Tell me. Comparison is possible or not? Comparison is possible, but can we put a tick mark here? No, this is also not the possibility. Again, we'll check 0 1 with 8 9. So change is 0 1 0 0 0 0 and dash dash. Okay, so we see here, here this is the possibility. So we will put a tick mark and will here variable a is changing. Okay, so dash 0 0 and dash. Here, next we'll check 0. Yes,
Comparing, ma'am, can you show the previous one?
yes.
Step 3. Yeah, comparing 0 1 and 1 9 in that D column, dash and 1 we are comparing, right? That is counted as a variable change.
Yes,
Okay.
dash is also we will also consider as a, whether it is changing or not. That's we are just checking here that variable is changing or not, whether it is with the dash or 0 or 1, it doesn't matter. Okay, we will in the comparison we will see as a
But
dash.
the dash is actually 1, right?
It's just nothing. Dash is nothing. That dash indicates that that particular min term does not have that but variable. That variable is missing. That literal is missing here. Is not there in that combination of the min terms. It indicates just that only. So if we say here,
yes.
So okay, now it's clear to all. Okay, so So you know how to make this table, how to put the check mark, and where to put the star mark, you know, this thing, and how we are comparing. So okay, in the next lecture you have to do one thing: make the comparison table, how many number of this kind of succeeding tables we can form, and where to stop. Okay, so you have to find out after this. This is the second table, and then because I have put the check mark here, it means that these all things have been checked. It means we can make one more table. So your task is you have to prepare that table, only just table, and then on the basis of that table how we can find out the prime implicant. I will explain you in the next lecture. Okay, till now is everything is clear to you all? Any doubt till now? No? Okay, so in coming lecture you just prepare the next table, and how many of table we compare here. You have to find out that thing. Okay.